What's up, everybody out there? This is Aaron here with another deck profile. This is not my deck, this is one of my friend's decks, an Ice Barrier deck. Ice Barrier is particularly a water deck. So, here we go with... Yes, of course, I said Ice Barrier is a water deck. So, here we go. Ice Barriers. So, here we go. Three Ice Barrier Defenders. It's a tuner. While you control another face-up Ice Barrier monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense. Spirit of the Ice Barrier. This card cannot be special summoned. This card returns to the hand during the end phase of the turn it is normal summoned or flipped face up, unless you control another face up Ice Barrier monster. In that case, this card's effect changes to select one monster your opponent controls and return it to the hand instead. Two General Kantala of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn during your end phase, you can select one Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard except the General Kantala of the Ice Barrier and special summon. Now, before I go on really quick, let me tell you this. Ice Barriers are pretty cool because they have so many varieties of different monsters that he likes to use, which is, yeah, we play for fun, so here we go. Prior of the Ice Barrier. If you control a face-up Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You cannot special summon any level 5 or higher monsters the turn you use this effect. You can tribute this card if you wish to target one Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard, except the prior of the Ice Barrier, special summon that target. Now, Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you can send one Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the graveyard to draw one card. The Royal Knight of the Ice Barrier. When this card is tribute summoned, special summon one Coffin token, Ice Coffin token, water, level 1, attack 1000, defense 0, in attack position to your opponent's side of the field. This card cannot be tribute summoned. Now, of course, a lot of decks are not really tribute summoned right now. It's just particularly they're going to use that token to rather exceed Synchro or Link. Pilgrim of the Ice Barrier. This card cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster with 19 attack or more. Now, I know a lot of cards right now, a lot of monster cards, they're way high, so they cannot hit this Ice Barrier monster. But they can hit anything else. Medium of the Ice Barrier. If your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card per turn. On the field, they can only play one magic or trap. I know some decks, they like to play more than one instantly. But when medium's out, they can only play one. General Grandard of the Ice Barrier. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Ice Barrier monster in addition to your normal summoner set. This effect can only be used once per turn. The General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. When an effect monsters that was activated by your opponent's effect monster on the field, they can discard one card. If they do, not that effect is negated. So you're giving your opponent a choice. Rather they discard a card and the effect goes, or if they do not, their effect is negated. Dia Zojo of the Ice Barrier. When this card is normal or flipped summoned, it is changed to defense position. Face up, Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be destroyed by spell or trap card effects. Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, level 4 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. Wow, okay, so you just stop your opponent from doing anything. They cannot attack. And last of the Ice Barriers is Dew Dark of the Ice Barrier. Now this is another tuner. If the only face-up monsters you control are level 2 or lower, this card can attack your opponent directly. And for other monsters besides Ice Barriers are 2 Warrior the Atlantis. You can discard this card to the graveyard to add 1 Legendary Ocean from your deck to your hand. The Snowman Eater. When flipped, destroy 1 face-up monster on the field. So you're gonna want, if face down, destroy a monster on the field. Penguin Soldier. When flipped, you can return up to 2 monster cards from the field to its owner's hand. The Jewels of the Dark Demise. Take control 1 monster your opponent's side of the field until the end of the turn that this card's effect is activated. When you controlled a monster attacks, it may attack your opponent directly. So you take away their monster, you can attack with their monster, attack directly. Main phase 2. Hopefully you have a way of tributing it. You can synchro with it or whatever to give it back to your opponent, so they don't get it back. And hopefully you did this before an actual normal summon or tribute summon on your turn where you can actually play a monster. The Nightmare Penguin. When this card is flipped face up, return 1 card on your opponent's side of the field to its owner's hand. As long as this card remains face up on the field, increase the attack of all water monsters on your side of the field by 200 points. Man, what a vicious penguin. It's almost like in Batman. Batman Returns, the penguin. And Cold Enchanter. You can discard 1 card to place an ice counter on 1 face up monster. This card gains 300 attack for each ice counter on the field. Okay. So, Magic's Legendary Ocean 2. This card name is tributed as Yumai. Downgrade all water monsters in both cards in both players' hands and on the field by 1 level. Increases the attack and defense of all water monsters by 200 points. Now basically your Warrior Atlantis, you can discard it if you have it in your hand to get your Legendary Ocean. The Yumai Ruka, which is increase all attack of all water monsters by 500 points and decreases their defense by 400 points. These are his field spells. Now, Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Add 1 Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. Now, it is a reinforcement of the army to them. It's like reinforcing the army, except reinforcing the army is a level 4 lower. Medallion of the Ice Barrier is whatever level you want. Surface. Surface is target 1 level 3 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and face up defense position. So a Monster Reborn for this deck, for any level 3 or lower. Pot of Duality, everyone knows this. Look at the top 3 cards, show it to your opponent, choose one that they can see that you chose, return the other 2 to the deck, shuffle. 2 MST, Raigeki, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. And as for the traps, 2 compulsory evacuation devices. Now, compulsory evacuation device became to 3, but it's just 2. Target 1 monster on the field. Return that target to the hand. Now, particularly, it's fun because you want to send away your opponent's magics, destroy any effect you're going to deal with, possibly you don't want to deal with, and particularly head it to go against your opponent from them doing anything. So particularly if they're going to synchro, okay, just send it right back to them. So you just stop their synchro play, you stop their exceed play, you stop their link. Links can't be face down, but they can be sent back if you wish to, which is, yeah, compulsory. So for them doing like a huge link and they're gonna link again, no, just send away it, so they have to redo their whole entire thing, their whole entire play again. But again, with the monsters they sacrificed to do a link, now they're gonna have to redo this because the cards that they did the first time are already in the graveyard. One Stormy Mirror Force, one Quakey Mirror Force, and the 1 Mirror Force. Now I'll go with the extra deck. Now for the horse. Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now, this is particularly the staple of the deck. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner water monsters. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards to the graveyard. Select the same number of cards your opponent controls. Destroy the selected cards. So you help her to destroy cards on the field. That's his only 1 synchro. And of course, Leviathan. You need 2 level 3 monsters. Doesn't matter. Once per turn, you can detach 1. I call it Exceed, except it's XYZ material from this card. This card gains 500 attack. If this card has no... I'm just going to call it Exceed, since that's what I'm calling it. It cannot attack your opponent directly. One Friezaton. You need 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, if an Exceed you control would activate an effect by detaching an Exceed material or materials, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card instead of 1 of those materials of a Exceed instead. Two Snowdust Giants. This is... You need 2 level 4 water monsters, so you need waters to do this. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card, reveal any number of water monsters from your hand, and place that many ice counters on face-up monsters on the field. Non-water monsters on the field lose 200 attack for each of the ice counter on the field. 2 terabyte. You need 3 level 3 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed from this card to target 1 level 4 or lower face-up attack position monster your opponent controls. Gain control of it until the end of the turn. Wow, okay. And last, the Black Ray Lancer. 2 level 3 water monsters. So this one you need 3 water monsters. Once per turn, you can detach an Exceed material from this card to target 1 face-up monster on the field. Negate that target's effects until the end phase. Wow, okay. Now in this deck, I don't really see using the Exceeds a lot, just Gungnir. So as always, we'll go with the combos now. Let's say Warrior Atlantis, your medium, your prior, the surface, and let's just say, let me put in okay. Your hand is Warrior the Atlantis, Medium of the Ice Barrier, Prior of the Ice Barrier, your Surface, and a Pilgrim of the Ice Barrier. Your draw was Mirror Force. Okay, Mirror Force set. Now here's the thing. Possibly you want to throw away Warrior. To get a Legendary Ocean. So, play Legendary Ocean. So you have your field spell out. Your opponent has 4 or more. Special summon Medium of the Ice Barrier. Now it's a special summon, you haven't even normal summoned. So, you're special summoned. You have your Mirror Force face down. Now you're normal summoned. You're gonna normal summon Pilgrim. Effect of the Ice Barrier. Okay, yeah. Special. Now, of course, yeah, you can't do anything right now, but you have 3 monsters out. A Legendary Ocean. And your Mirror Force. Okay, keep it right there. So you have this whole entire spot right here. So pretty good. And then, of course, all attack of all water monsters, which they are water, gain 200 attack. So it's not 22, it's 24. 17. You just have another good monster right there. Of course, 19 attack monsters cannot be hit. Your opponent can only activate 1 magic or trap. And then, of course, you have Mirror Force. Face down. Okay. Nice move right there. Let's just say nothing really happened. Or they have something you want to Mirror Force their monster. If you can, hopefully you can. So your draw is Defender of the Ice Barrier. You're going to summon it. 4 monsters. Legendary of the Ocean. So, of course, yeah. You have all this. But then here, right here. 4, 3, Synchro. To play Gungnir. Now again, just like always, with the link format now, they have to be here. It's not here. Unless you Monster Reborn or anything like that. Okay, so your Legendary Ocean, medium Ice Barrier, Prior of the Ice Barrier, and Gungan. But remember, water monsters. This is a water monster, so it's not 25, it's 27. So, not bad. You still have your medium. If you still have defense, or if it's destroyed, okay, it's destroyed, whatever. But Gungear is now a 27 attacker. So you could you can have ways of doing combos of doing Gungear. You have a strategist. Here's another thing. You have strategist. Now, strategist is discard one Ice Barrier monster to select. Of course, yeah. Send it to the graveyard, draw one card. Now here's a little trick also. You have the defender of the Ice Barrier in your hand. You want to discard it to the discard it to the graveyard. A tuner. But here's the thing. When you draw one card, let's just say, okay, yeah, Raigeki. Play surface. Level 3 or lower. Level 3. Bring it here. Here you go, right here. 4, 3, Synchro. Gungear. If you need help, Monster Reborn. Your high attack monsters if you need to, because they do not say it never said you cannot special summon these from the graveyard. So you have those right there. Your Snow Man-Eater. Hopefully you can destroy stuff. An instant, just bring onto the monster. Of course, it's gonna come back. Your General Candalia. Once returned during the end phase, you can select one and special summon it. So it's almost like you, summoned your Ice Barrier. You have another one, special summon if you can. This special summons one. Now here's the thing. It did not say a level 4 or lower. So if you want to, you have these in the graveyard, who cares? Just bring them out. Because if your general's gonna get destroyed, Monster Reborn it right back. Sometimes maybe if your Cryomancer is in the graveyard, special summon it. Just be a total, I don't know, it's just too fun. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, level 4 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. That's what's fun about this deck. Okay, fine. If this is in your hand, you don't want to deal with it because you cannot, fine, discard it. Monster Reborn. Bring it right back. During your end phase, okay, bring back one. So it's fun. If you need to, okay, fine. Medallion. It doesn't say a level. You can just get back. You can get whatever the heck you want. Whatever the hell you want. You have these face down. Of course, they have effects. Let's say Jaws. You put it face down. Flip. Take control of their monster. Did not say of what monster it is. Or, yeah, you want to take away their link. Take away their link monster. Attack. You haven't even done anything yet. They have 4 or more. End phase, 4 or more. Special summon. Tribute this. Tribute their monster. Bring out one of your other monsters. End phase. The end phase is special summon one. Straight like that. You just destroyed your opponent from doing anything. Yeah, these big monsters right here. End phase. This effect again. Or the ice barrier. So, yeah, that out. Maybe you want a Monster Reborn. Synchro if you wish to. Gungear. Here's the thing also. Ice barrier monster. Look at Gungear. Ice barrier monster. It was destroyed. It was done correctly though. Bring out Ice Barrier Gungear because it's an ice barrier monster. That's how fun this deck can be. And again, yeah, we play by fun, so this is his fun ice barrier deck. So, hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you more deck profiles later. Peace.